Hello everybody and welcome back to the video. So there is a lot of drama going on in the MMA community right now. Paddy the Baddie versus Ariel Helwani. Guys, this drama is actually pretty interesting, to be honest with you. So if you haven't seen it, very long story short, Paddy had a podcast and he had Dana White on the podcast and they were just trashing the crap out of Ariel Helwani. They were just going into him. And you know what? The things they were saying, I understand why Dana hates Ariel, and he had the whole point, or it's not like it was completely out of line. It's not like they were completely out of line, but it was a little bit unnecessary. You know what I mean? Here's where the big problem is. Paddy went into Ariel Helwani, called him a weasel and all that stuff. And by the way, before I get into it, I am saying this as a huge fan of both Ariel Helwani, Paddy Pimblett, and Dana White. I actually am one of those rare people that really like all three right now. People seem to be taking sides, one or the other, more so on Ariel Helwani's side, but I'm a big fan of all three of them. I'm just talking hey, this is what happens. So Paddy insulted him, right? Then Ariel came back and just 10-8'd him because Paddy actually left him a voice message after saying all that crap about him. Ariel's a weasel. I don't like Ariel. I don't like what he does on his show. I don't like how he makes money off the fighters. And he left a note. He left a voice message to Ariel Helwani saying, hey, I'm gonna be in town if you ever want to do something. And I'm like, ooh, oh no, that doesn't look good. That does not look good, man. So it looks like Paddy Pimblett was just saying all that stuff because Dana White was on the show. And if he's saying that just for that reason, then I do not agree with him all. That's not right. If you have your own problems with Ariel, I understand. Look, he is a huge instigator. He likes to start fights. What he did with Brock Lesnar back in the day was not okay. I was on Dana White's side for that. I understand the people who don't like Ariel Helwani. And Paddy, you know what? He had when he was talking about how Ariel has uses fighters for money, it's kind of true, but at the same time, he just has a show. So is it really wrong what Ariel Helwani is doing? I don't believe so, but I understand the point he was trying to get across. He could have said it a lot nicer than he did, but I understand where they were coming from in that sense. Something that I don't like about Ariel though is how he consistently always just trashes the UFC, trashes everybody in it. You know what I mean? Anybody who's pro UFC, he just dunks on all the time just because you can just tell it's coming from a very bitter place from what happened back in the day. And I understand that's just a little bit off topic, but I always come from the point when I'm listening to Ariel Helwani dunk on the UFC, I'm like, you would be nothing if it wasn't for UFC and its fighters. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I get that you're bitter towards them, but at the same time, just lay off a little bit. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at with Ariel Helwani. And again, I'm a big fan of Ariel. I'm a big fan of Paddy. I'm a big fan of Dana. I like all of them. I'm just understanding where everybody in the situation is coming from here. The point is, man, this is not a good look for Paddy Pimblett. He looked so unbelievably two-faced here because, again, Ariel just 10-7'd him. The proof was right there. Paddy said all this crap just because Dana White was sitting next to him. You know what? Who knows if he actually does feel like that? We don't know. Regardless, it's not okay to then go to Ariel and be like, hey, I'm going to be in town if you want to do something. You know what I mean? It's just, he looks very two-faced. Not a good look for him. He's just in big trouble. He's in big trouble with the MMA community, and a lot of people seem to be turning on him right now, and this is where I'll leave it up to you guys. I want to know what you think. What do you think of Paddy Pimblett? What do you think about this whole situation? I'd love to know what you think down below, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new here and you enjoy the content, please consider hitting the like button, help the channel a ton. Subscribe if you're brand new. Check the description down below for links to all of my other channels. If you want to see more of this, hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching again, guys. I will see you in the next video. Take care.